Hello everybody, in this video I have an incredible game for you. This is a roguelite shooter melee mech combat game and I'm playing this on the Quest 2. But keep in mind, this is a pre-release demo available on the MetaQuest store, and you can also find it listed on SideQuest. Now, like a good old roguelite game, you have amazing weapons. It plays amazingly well in VR. It's also a stationary one, so if you suffer from motion sickness, you want something stationary, this is it. It just happens kind of 180 degrees around you, so it's very manageable. Now, enemies will come from different directions. They're going to fly and come from the ground. You have different weapons you're going to unlock as you progress, and keep in mind, you need to finish everything in one go. But again, if you fail, you're going to start from the beginning, but you still get to keep progression. In that, I mean, not the progression in the game, but you know, the things you actually unlock. Not all the upgrades. Some upgrades are in-game upgrades, so during the run you're gonna get them, and every step that you finish in the level, you're gonna have the option to choose between 3 different upgrades. Now, there are different rarities, for example, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and of course the higher the rarity, the better the upgrade. You also have your health bar. Again, if you reach 0, you're dead and you need to start from the beginning. Now, if you die and you finish, you're gonna get, again, you need to start from the beginning, but you're gonna get currency, which allows you to invest in upgrading either your weapon, your suit, your different, you have also other skills that you can use as well. And you do that in the hangar. Now, if you look carefully, you can actually see there's two icons there above the health bar. You can see the left one in this particular example, depends on the one that you choose in the hangar to equip. This one allows me to kind of barrage the area and deal massive damage, big AoE. And the right, I have shields. And basically, when I eliminate enemies, eventually, after some group of enemies that I eliminate, I'm going to get it charged. But of course, it's going to take time, but you can find power-ups that allows you to make it even faster. Again, it involves luck in getting really the upgrades that you want, that really fits, you know, make you powerful in order to really progress fast. Although there was a bug, by the way, when I played, again, keep in mind this is a pre-release version where I just had really good stuff, legendaries and stuff, and then the game just froze and I couldn't really do anything, unfortunately. You can also unlock more weapons, which the other ones you can actually put at the back. So basically you reach your hand behind your back and you can just pull it off with the trigger and grip button. So I'm doing it right now, and I'm bringing my rocket launcher type of, just shoot grenades, grenade launcher. And basically they want to, sometimes you want to change because, for example, the sword can deflect projectiles, and some of the airborne enemies is going to shoot you some kind of balls that you can need to deflect. And there's some other enemies that do lasers you can deflect, and without having that option, you can get damage. Now, the levels are procedurally generated in terms of design, although there are several of them, and the game will decide to use one over the other. Some of the enemies will be more, change the diversity of the enemies, but overall it leads to really fantastic and fun gameplay experience. Let's watch a bit more. Super cool. So one thing that actually annoyed me the most is when I wanted to execute one of the skills, I need to use one hand to put it over the button. It was so annoying, so clunky that I died so many times, just we couldn't just activate it in time. You basically need to move one hand and put it over the button and press it, but something that I want to be addressed because it was very, very annoying to me when I really wanted to do it, especially in a fast-paced combat, and I just couldn't do it in time. Very, very clunky. Hopefully this will be addressed by the developer. And of course, at the end of each stage, you're going to have a boss fight.
Wait, what's that strange rock? Oh god, it's huge! The blue readings are through the roof! It's the Queen!
And the boss fight that I fought against was designed very well, and it was really, really fun. And keep in mind, again, if you are not doing well, you can always continue getting, the resources and continue fighting, and just hopefully to get better drops, but also unlocking new items is going to make you stronger each run. There's also a nice cutscene in between, so there's a little story. Also the visuals, by the way, of the sword, for example, will change if you take a legendary, and there's so many unique and cool things you can actually get, again, from the upgrades. So it really leads to really, you don't know what you're gonna get, but sometimes you can get very strong builds. Very similar to many roguelite games, but again, it's absolutely amazing and super, super fun to play because, again, there is diversity, randomness, and the combat is amazing. So again, to summarize this again, this is a pre-release version. Aside from the really annoying option to, very clunky to activate the abilities, the entire game is fantastic so far for the pre-release. Super fun, lots of cool weapons. You can unlock even more and other type of things that makes you become even more powerful when fighting with the mech. It's stationary, so it's very comfortable for those especially who really don't like movement in VR. The randomness adds really excitement because you can always try out different builds and see what works for you. Choose your favorite weapon or combine with different weapons. You can actually use, of course, take other weapons from your back and, at the right moment when you need them. There's boss fight, a little story to follow, and overall the game looks nice. It's not, the best looking game, of course. It's very minimalistic in terms of the design of the levels and pretty plain, but overall it doesn't really matter because, again, the focus is on the fast-paced combat and it's absolutely fantastic. So overall, I highly recommend trying the pre-release demo. Something, by the way, keep in mind, it's a roguelite game, so if you fail, you're going to start from the beginning. One thing is that you can't really expedite things too much because enemies spawn at a specific rate, so it's not like you're going to finish things even fast. I mean, you can finish things even faster, but it takes more or less the same time. More or less, because, again, enemy spawn rate is kind of, more or less the same. So it's not like you can really do it 2 times faster or something like that. That being said, again, you're going to be much more powerful. So you're just going to, stream through the first level once to get better gear. And nothing feels more satisfying when you get an amazing build. You're just going to become super OP and you're just going to smash everything in. But of course, it's not really easy to get those items. But if you get it, you're just going to be like, it happens in so many roguelite games that I played. Like, for example, in Returnal on the PlayStation 5, I remember that everybody were crying, the game is out, and me just getting, I think it didn't take me that long. I think just the next day I was able to finish it because I got a really, really strong build and it became so powerful. So it's probably going to be similar to this game as well. And this is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, download it, have fun, amazing game. Can't wait for the full release. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.